What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. In the last episode, we advanced the storyline here in Tabor, and to advance even further, we got to go to the free cities of Canver. But there's a side quest we can do here. We're going to do that first. There's also people we can talk to here as well, like this person right here.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter. How may I serve you?
Okay, we can ask Cyril about some stuff here. Ask about Cyril.
As bearer of the burning quill,
I chronicle the life and work of the Phoenix and those who serve him. His Grace has tasked our order with gathering every scrap of information we're going to cover about Ultima. It has long been my duty to supervise this pivotal mission. I have dispatched acolytes of the Undying across the Twins to hunt for clues both as to the being's nature and its origins. The seeds were scattered so far and wide, have yet to bear definitive fruit. They have, however, brought us much in the way of piecemeal records, have forgotten myths, and bedtime stories from a bygone age, writings and rumors that myself and my fellow acolytes have pored over night and day, striving to piece them together into something approaching a coherent whole. And so shall we continue to strive until our duty to His Grace is done. Ask about Tabor. It is a village apart from the world, one steeped in history where the people continue to live by the old traditions. It was Tabor's isolation and ancient roots that led the Undying here in search of legends of Ultima that might have survived to the present day. Fragments of knowledge that have lain dormant for centuries. Fragments that we might unearth and share with His Grace. The mayor was gracious enough to welcome us, even going as far as to furnish us with lodgings in exchange for our assistance with his people's own work.
it was here.
That we learn much of what we know of Ultima. Indeed, the tapestry that hangs here in the clay hearth was among our most important early discoveries. Not that any of the villagers could explain its meaning, whatever faith these people may once have followed. It has long since been forgotten,
Fortunate truth.
but one that is not without its benefits. I doubt any true believers would so readily assist us in His Grace's quest to unmask their God. Ask about the history of the Undying.
The history of our order.
Spans generations, but I expect that you are most interested in the events of our more recent past. And by the way, the Undying was like in Final Fantasy 12. That was the final boss. But there were many Undyings in that game. Or not many, but there were a few. So we're hearing about Undying again in this game. That's cool. And that fateful night 18 years ago, myself and my fellow acolytes were ensconced in the crypts below Phoenix Gate before we're preparing for His Grace's communion. We did not learn of what was happening above until it was too late to prevent it. But we did arrive in time to drag his barely breathing body from the rubble and flee the duchy. Our attention turned to identifying the dominant of fire who had so grievously wounded the Phoenix, and our suspicions eventually came to rest on the late Clive Rossfield. Or, not so late, as we came to understand many years later, when word reached our ears of a slave soldier who seemed to wield the Phoenix's blessing, who readied our assassins for Worf. But His Grace stayed their hands, Since his awakening, he had insisted that there must be other forces at work, and that we continue our investigations that led us to Ultima. Were it not for your brother's unshakable belief in your innocence, my lord, you might not be standing here today. Alright, that's everything.
Safely, my lord.
Oops, there's stuff to... Come on. Stuff to analyze around here. Cyclopedia of Valstean Fabulosity. Pentafuch, the crystalline orthodoxy, the ledgers of Gilbard, the great lender, the collected hymns of Gregor.
The greater number of our order live among the masses, hidden in plain sight. Even here in Tabor, our brothers and sisters pose as common folk. If any should reveal themselves to you, I beg you keep their true identity secret.
Okay. Whatever you say. Alright, we have to go upstairs. There's a side quest we can do. We're going to do that one this episode.
This is the Required Tree, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
It is the least we can do in return for your generous hospitality, my lord.
I'm not reading all this. If you guys want to read this, pause the video. I'm not reading this though. Well, alright, fine. It's a lot to read though. Lord Cyril, acolytes stationed across Valsday reported a curious change in the primeval structures we have come to refer to as monoliths following the fall of Drake's tail and the change in the skies. Let me present the preliminary findings of our archaeologians' investigations into those monoliths most near at hand. I guess it's not too much to read, actually. We were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Velcroy, but a sandstorm forced our temporary retreat. We will make a second attempt when the wind drops. In Drake's Deep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith. However, no further change was observed upon touching its surface, nor upon dealing it several stout blows with both fist and blade. Whatever the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we have encountered among previous relics of the fallen and their predecessors. We shall continue our investigation both of the monoliths proper and of my historical writings that might refer to them, and inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries or more. May the phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Tomage, Second Order of Archaeologians. First Order of the Archaeologians, Damekian Wing, 53rd Monthly Report. Item 1. Further discoveries from our acolyte and conch, I don't know how to pronounce that, within the recently displaced mountain dwellers, remote settlement. The diminutive tribe's main village appears to be in receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kupko's men of the Rock. On inquiring with the locals, it became apparent that they have the deepest regret or deepest respect for the one they call Lord Kupka, but whether he was merely bought their loyalty or if there is some deeper connection between the tribe and Titan remains unclear.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Hmm. Alright, that's all we could do there.
Here's the scraps you're after.
Thanks. Can't do without leather if I'm to polish these stones.
You can go inside if you want, but stay quiet.
Yeah, they're polishing the stones for shipment. Any sudden noises and they might drop one.
These aren't ready for sale, if that's what you're thinking. And I'll thank you to keep your hands to yourself.
Oh crap. Didn't know you could fall down there. Crab like jumps like no distance at all.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Noctis jumped a lot higher. Alright, let's do the side quest and then we might advance the storyline if we have time.
You there! The strapping lad with the sword!
Alright, the next side quest we're going to be doing is Carved in Stone here at Tabor. Right here on the map.
Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened, wind-bagged, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man the kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
I might learn something.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Okay, quest accepted. Carved in Stone. Alrighty. So we got to go to the stones that we saw in the last episode, and
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as weeks down.
they were not marked on the map. So I have to find all three of them. That means
That Cyril fella's
one up here.
fish, don't you think?
Well, still in sort.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold, thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes to Dalaman.
Okay, let me look around here. Let's go back up here. It's gonna be a pain. There's one over here. Then we'll have to find the final one. In the last episode, I only found two, but obviously there's three of them. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
There's the last one over here. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her grace's hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Okay, so you just go around basically, and you'll find them all, and then it leads back to him. Nice. Easily done.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Seriously? Guardians of the Crystal, I think.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Oh God. I think it said something about Golden Plains. I don't remember. I don't remember hearing anything about Ashen Ocean or this one, so I'm thinking it's Golden Plains. I don't know.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the Hunters. Now towards the land, right? I think that's what it was.
The hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Quest complete. Carved in stone. Alright, so now we'll go back to the storyline here. So, let's go ahead and head that way.
How are those new boots treating you?
You can't jump down there.
Is there flood? Yes.
Head down over here then.
This is hide unlike any I've had the pleasure of handling. My clients will pay a fortune for the merest scrap.
Okay. I don't know why you're speaking so low. Is this some sort of ASMR dude?
Ah, Lord Rossfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
The free cities under siege? Who'd have thought it?
Master Cyril, luckily. And thank goodness he told us before we set out.
The guided path. Whoa. Let's go this way first.
Are you sure this is the right way, bro?
I don't really care if it is or not. I'm going this way anyway, bro. Literally, bro. Another mark. The pack. C rank hunt. You can find it right here in the guided path south of Tabor. Here's the whole map here. Oh, he dodged. Alright. It's time that we let the world know. No, I'm not singing that song on YouTube. Stop.
I'll be fine now.
There we go. Got him. Torius Mark slain.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Alright. Let's look around this place, see if there's any like treasure coffers or items or anything.
Better already.
Well, you had to hold circle, but you don't. All you gotta do is move around and automatically fills. I'm just gonna cast it here. They're almost dead anyway. That works. Grab this item over here. If I go back to the intersection and then we'll end the video.
There are horrible beasts down that way. Ashen terrors will kill you as soon as look at you. Would that I had the strength to kill them first.
Yep, I think I'll end the video here. In the next episode, we will head down to the storyline. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.